So the first thing to do would be to visit DPW's website. You can find this page by entering the URL above, or you can find right here, drop down for regulations and click on solid waste collector registration and reporting. And this page is really handy. It has everything on here that you as a business are, needing to understand this process. It has the code. It has information uh, on when you need to comply. We have a registration guide and a registration reporting FAQ document, which I think is very handy. We understand that doing this every year, you might forget how to do certain things. So this is a really great one-stop shop to reacclimate yourself. Okay, so I'm going to take us through this process, assuming that a business has not created an account. So to start from the very beginning, you'd come to this page. And on here, you'd put in your company name, you'd put in your first and last name. Preferably, these fields would be filled out using an evergreen email address or individual with good standing in your company, such that this information isn't lost and that the email and contact information we have on file is going to be evergreen, meaning it's not going to be an individual personal email address that might get misplaced, or they might move on from your company. And then these alert emails that we push out aren't received. So after you fill out these fields, if you needed to do this, I know right now we have about 160 businesses in the district who have registered. So I feel like most of folks have created an account. But if you're a new business or you haven't gotten to this yet, this is where you'd go and you'd put in your information. From there, you go to this link, and then you're going to put in your information. After you receive a confirmation email, and I've just created a fake account here to walk us through this. So this is what our system looks like. At the top, you'll see our contact information is here. If you do need to change this, you can click on the Manage tab. You can change information after you've created an account. But what I'm going to show you right now is basically how to go through, register your business, register your vehicles, and then report. So I'm going to click New Registration. And again, you put in your contact information, what you collect. So I'm going to say I'm a recycler, and I have one vehicle. And I'm just going to put in, just to fill this out, add a vehicle. And you can add as many vehicles as you need. We have some businesses that have 40 to 60 different vehicles and more. We have some companies that have only one or two. But there's no limit on how many you have, and any vehicle operating in the district, more than 50% of the time to collect or transport waste needs to register, and that vehicle needs to be added here. Just a few disclaimers here. Make sure that what you're submitting is accurate, and then you can move on to the next step. Oh, so yeah. Some of these fields are required and they won't let you proceed until you submit everything. Okay. Oh, there we go. Last one. All right. So now that our company uh, and our vehicles are registered and entered into the system, this is the page that you'll see. It's basically giving you a summary of the information that you provided. I highly suggest that when you get to this point that you are very careful and in review of the information that you submitted. A number of uh, haulers within the last year have accidentally submitted too few or too many vehicles in their registration. This has led to the need to go back and redo it, which somewhat complicates the process. So I'd highly encourage you to just take your time with this. Make sure that you've done a full accounting of the number of vehicles that are operating in the city and to make sure that that information is valid. From here, you're going to click proceed to payment. And as I mentioned, there's a $50 fee associated with registering your business. And then there's a $50 fee for each vehicle. So since I am a business and I have one vehicle, the total amount would be $100. Okay, just 1 second here. Okay, sorry for that delay. Just wanted to make sure we didn't actually want to pay into our own system here. So you'll see once you get to that process, you're going to submit your payment, and then this reporting tab is available. And then once you select that, you're ready to enter your data for the year. So you'd select new report. And then using the form below, you're going to report the solid waste your company collected for the year. So we're going to select 2019. And since we are a recycler, we are going to find a recycling facility. It's going to auto-populate the address and facility category. We took recyclables there. We're going to say it's mixed. And then a quarterly breakdown. So in quarter one, we took 100 tons. In quarter two, our business was doing great and we took 500. Q3 was a little bit average, and Q4 was fine. I'm also going to take this moment to show you how you can add a facility. So if a facility doesn't exist on our dropdown, you can select other, and then you can put in a new recycling or a new facility. And you can select that it's a recycling and mixed. Put in the same fields here. And then I'm going to click next. This is my reporting summary for 2019. On the bottom has a breakdown. And then once you're ready, and again, just like you would for the registration page, take a moment here to make sure that everything is accurate. If you do need to go back, you can hit back and you can edit what you've submitted. So if you have anything to change, you can come back here. And then all you would do is click submit. And once the payment goes through and you have registered and reported, you are in full compliance for this cycle. Now, like I said, there's some haulers out there that have not reported for 2018. So if you were to go back and do that, you can do that just like this. And then you would go in and you would do the exact same thing, but for 2018. So I would definitely check your records to make sure that you have registered for 2020, you have reported for 2019, and you have reported for 2018. That represents full compliance. And by March 1st, you will be in good standing with the district.